Gentlemen, start your engine!
Drivers, start your engines!
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Remember what I told all my drivers? Reach up there and pull those belts tight one more time. Drivers, start your engines!
And gentlemen, start your engine!
And welcome back to another episode of the Green White Checkered Podcast. I am Andrew, joined again with Shane. We're here to talk about a little bit of Darlington. We had Denny Hamlin win another race. We got Bristol coming up this weekend. Are we going to have the same tire issues that we did last year? And we're going to take Talladega week off, so we'll just throw in a name or two and say good luck because that's what Talladega is. So let's hop into it. Denny Hamlin gets a second win in a row. This time, I don't know if it was as deserved as before. I kind of stole it away from William Byron, who dominated the race. What did you think of just the race overall?
Yeah, I mean, what a dominant effort by William Byron. He led every lap for the first two stages and then halfway through the final stage. And, just had the pit road strategy not work out in his favor, and we got a surprise winner. I personally thought that Ryan Blaney was going to win the race.
Yeah, I think everybody did it eventually because, that bad pit stop and just, I guess, bad strategy for William Byron's crew put him back. And for a second, I thought Reddick had it. He had a 6-second lead on Blaney, and then Blaney just came out of nowhere, was knocking off a second a lap on Reddick. And with 3 to go, he makes the pass. And then right after that, Kyle Larson gets spun and hits the wall. Green, white, checkered. And yeah, it was, I don't know, man. That was the exciting part of the race. The last 10, 20 laps. That was it. I thought it was a boring race overall. The tires they last too long. There's no fall off, and whoever's in the lead just with the clean airs got the win. William Byron dominated. No doubt in my mind that if he had a good pit stop, he was winning that race. Just fell short, obviously. I don't know, man. I could have, like I said, missed most of that race and been fine with it. I love Darlington, but man, it was awful. I guess the only things that you need to really know is the first 2 laps, you had Larson spin by himself and wreck his car, which was, that was the number one outright. He was plus 400 to win the race. And I'm sure there was a lot of people with money on him. So that's why I don't bet the plus 400s or lower. It works out sometimes, but man, not this time. And then, just underwhelming Darlington.
Yeah. And then obviously it was kind of ironic. Kyle Larson causing the first caution and then causing the final caution. Almost doing the same thing.
Yep. They tried to blame Bubba for the wreck, and it's no, Larson hit his brakes on exit. You don't do that.
It was kind of funny as soon as Reddick gets past.
Yeah,
his teammates involved in a little bit of a.
Yeah, but SMT data and all that shows that it had nothing to do with Bubba. Besides he was just kind of in the wrong place, wrong time, and Larson had to check up, hit the brakes, and that's all she wrote. I think if anything, it helped William Byron more than it helped Reddick. Byron came back and finished second, where he wasn't going to do that. So I don't know. It's an interesting thought that maybe he was trying to fix it for Byron, get him back up there. But how many laps was he down? He had to be down 100-something laps.
Yeah, I think it was 200.
Was it? Yeah, I don't know. That's fishy to me.
Well,
I don't know.
That, they brought up the fact that he lost the regular season championship last year by 1 point or 2 points?
It was probably 1 point. I think it was
Yeah.
tied. And I
Yeah,
think Reddick
so
got him on something.
so that's why they were saying he went back out there.
He
And
wasn't going to pass
because
anybody, though, at the end.
it's a playoff race, so
Yeah,
to
okay.
just get some more data.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, it's Kyle Larson at Darlington, right? He's good. There's a reason he was the favorite to win. But yeah, caused the first and the last caution. Denny Hamlin, I mean, 2 in a row, but hey, right place, right time there. That's yeah. And I feel bad for Blaney. Blaney had that. He was so quick at the end. But green white checkers, man, we've seen him all year just kind of throw a wrench in the works, and yeah. I don't know. Do you think we could have better racing? What would it take in your mind to get better racing? Because we have this really bad aero problem. Nobody could pass William Byron. No.
I don't think we're getting it in this gen of car.
Yeah. We need to get rid of all the underbody, I think, in my mind. And the tires, like we keep going like, oh, we got the softer tire. It doesn't do anything. We've seen it week after week after week where there's no real fall off. And when there is, it's like after 75 laps, it'll fall off a tenth. And that's the whole field at the same time. So
I'm a fan of having the alternate tire, having a
you
limited
like the
number
two
of them.
tire?
Yeah, just
Hey.
because I mean, I don't think it's a solution. Like if we had better racing, I wouldn't like it, but I think it adds another element that can tighten things up a little bit.
Did you watch the Xfinity race at all?
Just a couple laps, not
Okay.
much.
So this is where like the more horsepower and better car thing comes to effect, because their first stage, they had a caution. It wasn't too many laps into it. And a bunch of guys in the back took tires. And I can't remember who won the stage, but like Brennan Poole finished second in the stage. These guys with tires just flew through the field. And it's like, yes, this is what we need in the Cup Series. Like, it was awesome watching all these guys fly through the pack. I mean, Kyle Sieg was one of them. It was just, I think Ellis was one of them. Like, just these guys that are always like 30th to 35th were now actually in the front for being fast. It was just like, okay. I don't know. That's what the Cup Series is missing, though, is where guys can take a chance like that and make it a good advance. But I don't know. We got, 2 years in this car still left before they actually switch it up, I think. Just try more horsepower. Get rid of the underbody. That's all I ask. Just try it. They won't, but
No, they they won't.
yeah.
That would
But
be admitting they were wrong.
oh, and NASCAR does not do that. Yeah, we definitely see that with the lawsuit that's been going on for a while. Okay, well, we leave Darlington, and William Byron still points leader. Denny Hamlin's now in second, followed by Christopher Bell, Chase Elliott in fourth, Reddick fifth. Larson's in sixth. I don't know. I guess those are the kind of guys you see just being up there anyways. No surprise.
Chase Elliott with a really quiet fourth.
Dude, that's just his game anymore, is he shows up and it's just quietly there.
Yeah, he runs 8th, 9th, and they don't talk about him the whole race, and he just accumulates
He's
top
got
10s.
5 top 10s, which is the same as everybody up top. 2 top 5s, no wins. I mean, that's the only thing separating him is the wins. I think there's a chance this week, and his odds kind of show it, which I hate. I was hoping to get him for steal, but yeah. I think we move on. I got no real news except for I saw Legacy has filed a restraining order against Rick Ware Racing. I found that interesting. I don't know why or how, or I don't know. It's a weird deal to me. That whole charter deal is, I guess, not going well. But
Yeah, that doesn't sound like progress.
no. I also saw the other lawsuit that's going on with the 2311 FRM has subpoenaed pretty much all the major sports divisions, the NHL, NBA, MLB, F1, just to, I guess, get what they're paying the drivers to, compared to NASCAR. Or I guess not drivers. For F1, it's drivers, everybody else is players. It's interesting to me because just the NFL doesn't pay players, right? It's the teams that pay the players. So it's a little bit different. And same with pretty much everything. I don't know. But yeah, just the thought that they're subpoenaing all these places, major leagues, like crazy to me. One of these days we're gonna get NASCAR to open the books in court, and it's gonna be holy shit, they're saving all this money. But I can't recall. Is there anything else? It sounds like Auto Club's officially dead. NASCAR came out and said they don't think they're going to be building the short track. Big shocker. Beyond that, I got nothing.
We still gonna get movies there? Are they keeping that?
I don't know. Like, I don't understand why you wouldn't tear it down. It's got to be that, right? That'd be the only thing.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you even do movies though? Because you can't really drive fast on just the front stretch, right? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not an action movie camera guru, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm clueless there. But we all kind of saw this come from the get-go. All right. I got no other news. Let's just hop into Bristol. We're moving on. Actually, I do have one other thing we'll do before we hop into Bristol. So we still got our throwback challenge going. I kind of forgot about it, I'm not going to lie. Been kind of busy the last couple of days, but we made it to the Final Four. Josh Berry up against Jeremy Clements and Kyle Larson versus Brennan Poole. That one kind of shocked me. Retzloff getting beat out by Poole. I will say, good paint job for Poole, though. Out of those four, who do you think makes it?
I think it's going to be the winner out of the right side. Whoever wins that is going to win.
Yeah, easily. I like Josh Berry's paint scheme, but it's not that good. Like, who was the other one? I've already forgot. Oh, Clemens. I do like it, but it's just a skull paint job. So, all right, let's hop into Bristol. I don't know about you, but this is kind of a tough one for me this week. It seems like it's been a crapshoot all year. We've got some green-white checkered finishes that have really just thrown everything up in the air. And then last year's race, the tire issue, right? That you can't get any data off that. It's like, oh, well, Joey Logano won. Well, yeah, but it doesn't mean anything. He's just the one that can make the tires last the longest and go the fastest. And I don't think we're going to have the same issue. So yeah, it was tough trying to get some data here to make my bets and kind of predict what's going to happen. Do you think we're going to see the same issue with the tires? We're running the same thing we did last year.
I hope so.
Okay. Do you like the chaos of the
Oh, yes. Yes, It was awesome. But I have no idea. I mean, what's the weather supposed to be? Because
it's supposed to be warmer. It's
yeah,
supposed
last
to be,
year
I think,
it was
like
pretty
60s.
chilly, huh?
Yeah. I think it was in like the high 40s last year. So they're not expecting that to happen again, which I think was one of the main causes. Plus, they all said the tires smelled weird. So I don't know. I don't know. Like, it added a lot to the race last year, but I don't want to see the same thing. I don't want to see everybody driving 50% throttle and it looking like a plate race and BJ McLeod takes the lead, right? Yeah, I don't know. It did make it interesting. I don't want to see the single file bottom lane Bristol though, which is what we always get. And they're putting PJ1 on the track again. I've come to hate Bristol. And I really hate to say that because it used to be one of the best tracks, like Daytona, Talladega, Bristol, Darlington. Like when I was a kid, those are the races I had to watch. And then they've made Bristol concrete, and then they made it dirt. Now it's concrete, and it's just not the same thing. It's not good racing. It's single file, and it's just crap in my mind. Yeah.
Did you like the dirt?
I didn't like the idea of dirt. Like I definitely didn't want it there. But I will say it put on a lot of good racing and exciting racing. Yeah, that's all I can say. Like we had really good races and good finishes. I mean, you had Briscoe just throw it in, take out Reddick, and Kyle Busch steals the win. It was like, what the fuck just happened? It just that one hurt, by the way, because I had bets on Briscoe and Reddick for the outright win, and I was like, oh, I can't lose. Yeah. And then I lost. But yeah, I don't want to go back to dirt. That's all I gotta say. Like, there's so many dirt tracks around. Just do it there. Take it to Eldora. I don't know. Something. Knoxville. But I'll pass on Bristol dirt. Yeah. I don't know. I kind of got off the rails there. But I guess we'll just look at the overall for the weekend. Kyle Larson's running all three races, going for the hat trick. He almost had it a couple weeks ago. He could do it again. I don't think he's going to. Bristol's kind of a hard track to just win, period. Lap traffic, all that adds to it. Lots of cautions. If there's green, white, checkered, and the truck or the Xfinity race, oh God, it's going to be a shit show. So, I don't know. Would you do a Kyle Larson to win every race bet and hope it wins?
What can you get that at?
I will put it together real quick. I don't know exactly. I mean, he's minus 150 in the Xfinity series, which not great. Minus 125 in the trucks. You can get it for DraftKings will not let you parlay that.
Really?
Yeah. I have never seen that. I'll double check on my phone, but on the computer it says no. I wanted to say, where was it a couple weeks ago that he tried it and lost? What was before Martinsville?
Vegas?
Yeah. And he fell short in the Xfinity race because of green, white, checkered. I don't know. If you end up getting it at like plus 1250, something like that, throw a little bit on it. If they allow you to. I mean, I'm sure Caesars or something cool lets you, but of course you can't do it on DraftKings. While I'm doing this, Jesse Love will be making his first Cup start for Richard Childress Racing in the 33. His outright is like something stupid, like 15,000, which obviously don't bet it, but yeah, they will not let you parlay Kyle Larson's. So that's kind of a letdown.
Do you think he's in Cup next year?
Jesse Love?
Yeah.
No. I think he's got one more year. And then he's going to replace Kyle Busch. You're going to see Austin Hill come up next year, I believe. But I think Jesse Love's got 2 years, and I think he'll be ready by then. He's still really young, really talented too. So, like I've said before, Love, Zilich, who was the other one? There was somebody else. Really excited for all of them to come up and race in the Cup Series because they're all really freaking good. But is it Quapple? It's not Quapple. Who am I thinking of? Maybe it's a truck driver. I don't know. Oh, yeah, it's Corey Heim, which he will be in Cup next year. Part-time. No, full-time. Maybe, depending on the lawsuit. That's right. He'll be running part-time this year, starting at Kansas. Okay. Well, what do you got this week for Bristol bets? Like I said, it's kind of a crapshoot, so it's rough, right?
Yeah, I'm not super confident in anything. I've decided I'm hitching my wagon to Chris Buescher this week.
Okay. I like it. He's a past winner at Bristol.
Yeah.
That was a fall race, I believe, too. Or spring race, Sorry.
Yeah, and like you said, we don't know. It's hard to predict with the tire situation and everything, but he has the 5th highest average finish, I think, in the next gen. So I'm gonna ladder him. I'm gonna do to win, top 5, top 10.
Okay, so 2,500 to win. Top 10s plus 100. Even money there. What's his worst finish? 14th in this car, next gen. So, and that's once. Everything else has been 7th, 4th, 1st. Not bad. I liked him. I looked at him. I just, the plus 100, I want a little more out of that. Kind of hoping he has a mediocre qualifying run to where, like, after qualifying, I could get him top 10 for 150 or something like that. I'm kind of going in on Chase Briscoe. We saw him run really well in the fall race, which, a little bit different, being that it's, night race and that, but he was up there fighting for the win, ended up getting 8th place. Fall race, he ended up 13th, but I think we have to throw that out. And then the SHR stuff, man. Like I've said it before, I'll say it again. He's in much better equipment. Things seem to be going in a right direction for that team. I think this is where he puts it all together. So I'm going Chase Briscoe plus 1,800. Right now, that's my only outright for the Cup Series. I do have a couple Xfinity and trucks. Xfinity, again, you're up against Larson, so bet smart here. Going Quapple plus 2,500 and Taylor Gray plus 3,000. Taylor Gray, we've seen him be really fast at all these short tracks. Should have won Martinsville. Should have had a win at, Martinsville the previous year. At plus 3,000, I think I'll give it a shot. I think that 54 can make it into victory lane. And then in the trucks, this one's just definitely a dart throw. Going Corey Day plus 12,000. Very talented driver. Very talented. So I could see him pulling this one out. And at those odds, why not? I mean, right now I couldn't get anything else from DraftKings except for outrights. But after qualifying, if there's anything there that you can get, like a top 10 or something like that, do it. The odds are ridiculous. Plus 12,000. That should be a Hendrick ride. I screwed up and didn't look. Yep, that's the number 7 Spire truck. So fast truck, great driver. I look for Corey Day at plus 12,000 to hopefully win. What do you think? Would you ride that one? Or do you think it's just a Kyle Larson show?
I mean, at plus 12,000, why not?
Yeah.
I mean,
that's kind of where I'm at with it. Right. We see him in Cars Tour. He's a short track racer. This is a short track. He's in good equipment. Why the fuck not? I'm not saying go and put like your mortgage on this. Definitely don't do that. But I don't know. Skip your coffee tomorrow morning and put it on this bet. maybe it'll hit. How about well, you said you had Busher, Laddard. I see you have Larson as a top 5.
Yeah, I think it's a minus 170, but based on like and the next gen car, it's guaranteed. As
Oof.
far as I'm not guaranteeing it. I'm saying like he's gotten a top 5 in every single race in the next gen car. So I don't know. I like it. I feel good about it. I mean, he's going to be running all week.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's going to have the experience on the track, that's for sure.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I got Larson. It's my safe bet at minus 170, top 5.
Okay. Well, this is where my ladder starts. That would be Bowman top 5 at plus 450. Also going top 10 at plus 140. Bowman led laps last year. He's had some issues where he finished 32nd in the very first asphalt cup race back on it, right? So that's killing his overall average. But he's had finishes of 13th, 4th, and 9th. So, and then again, last year led laps. I really like where he's at right now as far as where that team's running. I've bet him the last couple of weeks. I think I bet him last week. I don't remember. But I know for sure at Martinsville I had bets on him. Homestead I did. Yeah, I skipped him last week at Darlington. But I think this week you're going to see that team up there. I really like his top 10. Like, really, really like it. The top 5 at plus 450. He's finished 4th. He finished 4th last year in this race. So, and again, led laps. I really like Bowman this week. And then top 10, Ryan Preece. He's running really well, like surprisingly well. If you would have told me last year that Ryan Preece is running, he's got what, 4 top 5s? That's ridiculous. Did he have any top 5s last year? Or not top 5s, top 10s? Complete night and day difference for that team and that driver. So, okay, he did have 4 top 10s last year. Martinsville, the Glen, Bristol, and Homestead. So he could tie his whole year last year with top 10s this weekend. That's crazy.
It's a great start.
Yeah, great start. At plus 150, I love it. Last week's top 10s, we looked so good. Priest was running up there. Barry was running up there. Barry was top 5. And then he wrecks. And it's just like, fuck. I had him top 5 and top 10 last week. So that hurt. Yeah. I have to go back and look at my bets. Did Chase Elliott not win Group C? He must not. No, Hamlin wasn't in there. No, I need to start writing down who it is when I pick those. I just saw that I bet that, and I don't remember. Now I'm confused. I have to go back and look. Okay. I will say this week is kind of disappointing because they took a lot of the stuff away. We don't have the fastest laps or other stuff. Winning manufacturer. I don't like betting Ford this week. So it's kind of like, why bet it at plus 130 or 150? I didn't see anything in the top Chevy, top Ford that stood out to me. How about you? Did you see really anything?
Well, the only thing that I thought was a little interesting is I'm kind of high on Ty Gibbs here, but
Okay.
I don't like his odds. Like the books are
Yeah.
kind of high on him too. But at plus 800, maybe for a top
Okay.
Toyota.
Top Toyota. Okay. I don't mind that, honestly. Yeah. What's his outright? Isn't it like something stupid low for Ty Gibbs?
Yeah,
Oh, 2,000.
he's
That's
what,
not
like
plus
eighth highest odds.
ninth. Yeah.
Ninth.
Which that doesn't make sense, right? I know in the fall race, he was fast. He got a penalty, I think, that kind of took him out of it. And he still finished like top 5 or top 10. But it's Ty Gibbs. He
I mean,
hasn't shown anything.
they're building a little, like he's ran competitive for 2 weeks in a row now,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
he wasn't competitive at all for the first like the whole season up until 2 weeks ago. So
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they're figuring something out.
Yeah. And I mean, he wasn't competitive besides for Bristol for the last like 15 races last year. Yeah. Okay. I know we talked about him last year, said a little bit of he's got to show it for us to bet him. He's shown enough to you to start thinking about Ty Gibbs, huh? Okay.
Yeah,
So
in a top 5 capacity, I mean a top 10 capacity.
yeah.
I'm not doing it here at plus 250, but I considered it.
Yeah. Okay. So basically you're hoping the other Toyotas just struggle a little bit. And Ty Gibbs is what? Maybe an 8th place finish, 7th place?
Yeah, I mean, I could see him finishing higher. I'm not betting it. I'm betting it because it's a plus 800. I'm not betting
Okay.
it because I just like the
Just
odds
like
there. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
because I'm high on Hamlin. Honestly,
Going 3 in a row.
yeah, I'm really high on him. I'm not gonna put it on plus 400.
Okay. Yeah, Hamlin plus 110. Oof. Stay away from that. Okay. Top into the head-to-heads. First off, we got Ross Chastain versus Chris Buescher. Minus 105 for Ross, minus 125 for Buescher. I think I'd
like
bet the
Buescher here.
Buescher side. Yeah. Not horrible odds either. I mean, minus 125 is a little juice on it, but not bad. Next up, Ty Gibbs minus 145 versus Kyle Busch plus 105.
I like Ty Gibbs in the matchup, but I'm not betting him at minus 145.
Yeah. The odds are almost good enough. I'd go Busch, honestly.
Mhm.
Not quite there. I think I would just stay off of it. But if it changes and Kyle goes to, plus 120 or something like that, I'd be on it. Next up, Logano minus 115 versus Briscoe minus 115. Even money there.
Yeah, I know you're going Briscoe here.
I think I would. Obviously, yeah, Logano got the win, but it was all the tire issue last year that got it.
But if that's present again,
yeah,
I think he jumps way up, and
I don't think it'll be present. It's just everybody keeps saying it. Oh, what if the tire? It never happened again. We never saw it at any of the tracks. I don't think we're going to see it. I think it was just a fluke. Something was wrong with that batch of tires. And the teams kind of figured it out at the end. I mean, that's what happened with Logano. They ended up doing 100-something laps on those tires when everybody else was doing 50. I think it was Hamlin finished second or something like that, and he was the same deal. They got it figured out and ran like 80-something laps. Yeah. I think I'd go Briscoe. Hamlin minus 120 versus Larson minus 110.
not touching
Hands
it.
off. Yeah.
Hands off.
Blaney minus 105 versus Bell minus 125.
I like Christopher Bell here.
Do ya? I think I'd go Blaney.
Blaney
know
just
Bell's
hasn't been
got-
good at Bristol.
I know Bell's got the higher average finish and all that, but man, Blaney is he's been really good lately. And I could see him maybe stepping it up. But I don't know. It's a risk. It is a risk. I might be off that one, but I think I'd lean Blaney. And you'd be on Bell, so. And finally, Chase Elliott minus 115 versus Byron minus 115.
Not touching it.
You got to lean on it. Who you leaning? If you had to.
Probably William Byron.
Really? I kind of lean Elliott. I honestly, if Elliott was a little worse odds, like if you gave me Elliott right now at plus 1,000 outright, I'd be on that. You said it earlier. He's quietly there, right? Finished fourth last week. He's had some other good finishes, and he's not out there dominating. This is a track he's really good at and had a lot of really good finishes. So I kind of like Elliott this week. He's not in any of my final bets yet. He's got a real shot. I really think he has a shot to win this week. So even odds, I'd probably go Elliott. I do like Willie B though. He's fast. Okay. What else you got? You got anything else? Or are you just gonna enjoy it?
Yeah, I don't have any more bets. Like you said, it's a crapshoot at Bristol, so it's hard to make confident bets here.
Yep. Well, I guess on that note, we'll move on. Said earlier, you're going to take next week off. I figured it's Talladega. I'm going to take the week off. So we'll be back in 2 weeks. I guess I'll just throw a couple of names I like for Talladega. I don't know, go top 10s on it or something. Gilliland. I love Todd Gilliland. Every time they're at Talladega, I bet it. He's had some bad luck, but he usually runs top 10. So that's my number one guy that I'm throwing out there right now. You can follow us on Twitter, the GWC pod, or at Picks by Fitz, or at Shane Johnson _22. We'll post some pics or something and join our Discord. We talk throughout the week. We talk during the race. We put some bets up. Yeah.
We're still planning on hosting a
watch party?
Yep.
Yeah. When do you want to do that? Have you figured out when?
No, I'm good with whatever.
Yeah. I probably can't commit to this week, but we'll definitely get one going on. So, yeah, we'll do that. That'd be a good time. I'll see if I can get some in-car cams up too for that. Maybe get a whole thing going on. So, yeah, make sure to like, follow, subscribe on YouTube, Spotify. We're on Apple. We're pretty much everywhere. Follow us on Twitter. We have a Twitch. We're actually streaming on Twitch right now, so subscribe there or like, follow. I don't remember what it is over there. But on that note, I think we're going to wrap it up this week. You got anything else to say?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Well, we'll see you in 2 weeks. Take it easy.
This has been a For Frequency's Sake Podcast Network production. For more great content, subscribe to For Frequency's Sake on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter.